All right. Let's see. So, where we left off, the party had dealt with some party animals who had fallen through a roof and were removing the stains of their bad decisions and healing them of their wounds enough so that they would not bleed into the water. They have since woken up and restarted their party down at the bath.
Oh, wait, they're partying down here?
Why are they not being thrown out?
That is an excellent question, but you're in a room.
I am. You're right.
Where none of this is happening. And there's new mints on the pillows.
Oh.
And an extra desk has been put into the room.
Extra desk? Well, I'm not there.
Search the desk.
I touched the desk. It's a mimic. Oh, no.
Well, just kill me. I'm done.
It's just a desk.
Oh, no, it's a mimic.
Oh.
I've got like 3 offensive spells left, and I'm like half dead. I'm really just done here.
It's just a desk, sure, right?
It's a little off-kilter in the room, out of place, with a chair in front of it. Looks comfy.
Ah,
Cushy.
I believe they gave me a place to study.
Arden thinks to himself while picturing Pada in his head.
It's got 2 drawers in it that look it looks like a rather deep desk. You could put a lot on it. You're at your room and it is wide open. It has new mints on the pillows, and there are no pillow sheets, covers.
Pillowcase?
There are no pillowcases there.
Yeah, Arden's going to drop his pack by the table in the middle of the room and pull out the dragon's tear.
It floats a little in your hands.
That's unusual. But, yeah, places it on the table in the center of the room. It says, Meunice.
And they rise up, being summoned. Yes!
Can you and Okuma manifest at the same time?
Yes. Yes, we can.
You sound like you doubt that.
We are right now.
Wonderful.
If that answers your following question.
So, I wanted to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about things? Arden pulls his pack off the ground and begins rummaging through it.
I feel wonderful. Thank you.
Wonderful. Good. He stacks Meunice's and Okuma's spellbooks next to the dragon tier.
How are you doing, Arden? They say strained.
I'm contemplative.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully not about me.
Yes, actually, about both of you.
Yes.
Arden opens the front cover of Okuma's spellbook and pulls the amber tea out and places it around the dragon's tier.
The form of Meunice becomes a bit somber at that.
So you do know what this means.
Right now we share the same space, same head space. And we become a little intermingled.
It shows.
They have this, like, toothy, contemplative grin.
Arden grabs a chair and pulls up and sits down. What do you plan on doing when you're free of your obligations?
Ooh. That's going to depend an awful lot on what all of you do.
Assuming all goes to plan, and we...
What's your plan?
Stop Jade, restore the spires, and stop Coeurasa from destroying all of existence.
I see. That depends a lot on how the world changes, if it does at all.
Arden takes a washcloth and dabs his water skin on it and starts wiping blood from his face. So, right. But assuming we're successful and there's still a world left, what do you want to do? What do both of you want to do?
The world you're making isn't something we've thought of.
Why is that?
We didn't think it was possible. So we didn't waste our time trying to work towards something that wasn't going to be reality.
For both of you? Or just you?
Kuma gave you the space to do something that they couldn't themselves, and I hoped that if I failed, you could succeed at something. Your perspective's very different, as are your friends, and they haven't been weighed down by the full force of the world. You're still starry-eyed. We've been parts and components of this machine for a very long time.
Okay. And if you weren't, what would you want to do? Would you want, if everything was happy and we all had happy endings here, what do you want to do? Would you continue your machinations to destroy the world? Do you think that Okuma's influence and possibly what we're doing might give you a glimmer of hope that there might be something worth keeping?
If I were separated, or we were separated, rather, and had to live as just ourselves, I don't think I'd ever forget Kuma's steps on my figurative mental shores. I don't know who I am at the other end of this, Arden.
Okay. That's a fair response. You've put yourself in a unique situation.
This is the best I've ever felt in my life.
Okay. What if I were to allow you the opportunity to feel, well, I have a theory. Considering your state, it may not necessarily work, but I retained 2 large chunks of the dragon. We can convert that back into umbral matter by removing the petrification, and you could potentially form you a mortal body again. You would have the vulnerabilities of flesh and blood, but you would be able to see and feel and touch and eat and drink again. And while I realize it's not necessarily your choice to assist us, I thought perhaps an opportunity for you to take a second chance at life. I mean, ultimately, considering your condition, if your body were to fail, you'd probably be pulled back into the stone again, and naturally, if you need time to think about it, that's quite the decision to make.
You'd need help to do that. You wouldn't be able to just drop our souls in there like 2 bodies of water.
Oh, I know. We'd probably need some sort of spire function to do that.
You'd need your friend in the Rogueport Spire.
I can teleport us there.
How far you've come. Confronting Jade is not going to be an easy thing for you.
No. And that's mostly why I want to do pretty much all the good I can beforehand in case we fail. So that perhaps, despite how much I hate what you did, you have still proven yourself to be a decent person, even against your will or nature. And I have no means to separate your souls again. Not in my current state, but perhaps.
I don't think I realized it before, but I reveled in being alone. I reveled in lacking vulnerability. I felt safe.
Well,
I don't think I'd want that again.
well, I was very alone myself for a long time, and we have our problems, as do you, I'm sure. But it's much better being around people who care, and obviously there will be significant trust issues, as there still is, but it would be an opportunity for a new beginning before things potentially end.
I want the world to be better. I think both of us want the world to be better. We don't know what that looks like, though. We do know how to tear down what's there.
Well, as somebody who's adept at destroying things, they can also be rebuilt.
None of the archmages that have served the order are dead.
I suspected that if ultimately there is Umbra in Atlas's ruling emperors and senators, so they can be puppeteered, why not the order?
Well, what I did, I stole secret information, the whole skeletal thing. They were going to do that to Okuma, too. So I stole the materials, I stole what was necessary. Akuma's good, but they're constrained. You were their free will.
Well, and perhaps getting a living body back will give you both the opportunity to experience some of that free will. We do have a mission in hand, but I'm not going to... We do need your help, but provided you do not go on a rampage, I think you would be a valuable ally.
I don't think I could now.
Be a valuable ally?
I don't think I could do the things I've done before anymore. Not at that scale. I did harvest all of the fungoid souls. That was a good decision.
Well, I guess they could potentially be restored.
The umbral matter actually has some degree of connection to that. but that's all for another time. If Okuma wants to separate, I'm fine, and if they want to stay, I'm fine. Right now, I think the best we can do is make sure that we help all of you.
Well, I haven't talked to anyone else yet about this, but take some time and think about it, both of you, and perhaps we could talk as a group and see if we can do something that benefits all of us.
Agreed. I'll talk to my many, many friends here. If you'll allow me to depart, you've given me much to think about.
Oh, absolutely.
So you know, I have seen Jade fight once. They're vindictive.
I would imagine so. It seems to be a running theme with that organization.
If you take something important from them, they will likely come for Bada.
Well, we'll just have to take something dear to them.
They like using vibrations to affect things.
You mean like the sonic damage that I fucking throw all the time?
Yes, I've seen them turn people into tuning forks.
Oh, okay. Interesting. There's counters for that.
So you know.
Okay, so we're gonna do ooze polymorphs. So everybody's gonna have no bones, and we'll just jiggle like a bowl full of jelly because that's all we are.
I already don't have bones.
True.
I mean, just for fine. That's cool. Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just vibing.
I don't know if we would survive the effort, but if it means you'll succeed, I'm okay with that.
Well-
At any rate, much to think about. If you're all done, unless you have another question.
Oh, no. That'll do. I do. As I advised Meunice, it sounds like you already have, but there are many souls in there with life experiences, and perhaps getting to know them and talk to them may be a good sounding board for...
It's been helpful.
Good. Well, then I'll leave you to it then. You rest well, if that's what you do.
I think I would like to do that when this is all over. I'd like to be able to rest well.
That is another thing. You will be able to sleep again.
Well, they curtsy towards you
Arden nods.
and then drift back into the gem.
I was going to say, you better not drift back down in the kitchen and then just fucking eat gossip all night.
I have a question before you go. If you guys stay together, can you be called Ocunis?
You just pop your head in for that part?
Yeah.
Theron is unwillingly dimension doored to the bottom of the pool.
You've given them another thing to think about, Aaron.
Say that. We just need to get rid of the two M. It's only because we need to get rid of the two M villains. Mucuna just doesn't work.
And then Arden will finish wiping the blood and burns away and head down to the bath.
All right.
You didn't get hit, right?
I got burned by the meteors that fell, and I got sliced up by the frog guy.
The Toad Warrior.
Yeah.
Oh. It was a toad statue.
There's,
Oh, the Toad's gone.
yeah, he died. There's no statue.
Oh.
Once he was not a toad.
No.
I thought I remembered.
Moonsea was never given a definitive creature to be based on. They're more of a silhouette given flesh.
Cool. Nightmare. Check.
I rolled for nightmare. Fine.
Back at the bath, everyone has woken up and they've decided to start setting things up for a party, and the musician is back to yodeling. Like,
Oh, did you pick up silence?
sort of.
Try out your spear.
You did take it to the bath, actually.
I'm down for a party, but I'm so tired. No. It's still stay something in there.
You want to say sunken in there?
Yes.
Okay. High or low?
Low.
Over the course of your being in there, sunken in,
Yeah.
3 different people all bring you either food or drinks or water, and they all wink at you.
What? Are these like hotel workers?
No, these are fellow patrons, and they just leave it next to your spot at the edge of the pool.
There's free food.
Yes.
Oh.
Your groupies found you.
No.
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 They follow the fan mail.
Look at the food. What's on there? What is? Well, not like what is it? Not like it's.
They've brought you giant wasp thighs cooked in spicy honey.
Think lives destroy lives.
Oh, the stories.
No one is about to destroy these.
A few pictures of something that makes you feel warm.
It tastes like
Apparently, I said that. Yeah, apparently I started drinking it already.
And a lot of water.
Oh, they're thoughtful. Okay.
You're in a hot springs. Hydrate.
All right.
You say it tastes like chicken, and then everyone goes, "You monster!"
Oh my god. I guess it tastes like Boogaloo.
Sam, after all of the healing and everything, what do you do at the hot spring?
Are the pirates like unconscious or like
They
what?
get back up after a little bit.
Okay, they're the ones probably setting up the party.
Yeah. You kind of helped them out with the whole cognitive disarray they were having. Falling 2 stories onto a dessert table really did a number on them.
Devious.
The musician is a yodeler.
That's fine.
Oh, you start the band already?
It's not fine.
No. Instead, Sam is going to. All the pirates that fell out of the window. Like, it's very obvious they trashed the zooming in.
Yeah, this place is a wreck.
Okay, this is going to be dumb, but going to attempt to set up a betting pool with the pirates for when their party is done. Mm-hmm. Who can prove that they can clean the fastest and bestest?
God, what are they fucking 5
Diplomacy check.
Here's the point: is that as long as I presented it as a diplomacy problem, I don't think I can fail. That is a 36.
Okay, how are you framing that?
That they can have bigger and better parties more often if they leave the venue cleaner than they found it when they got here, because they'll be more appreciated and invited back.
Fair enough. Get the chalk.
And just like that, we have the first Atlas FurryCon.
Okay. Great.
So, and then Theron, you're asleep, right?
I better be.
Do you want to
Do I get to be asleep?
Would you like to take your ears off or with ears?
I'm fine. I kicked those fuckers out.
I'd like to make it clear that it is a betting pool for the best, maybe top 3 pirates.
Okay.
To who can, and we'll collect money for that purpose.
Okay.
Wink and nuts at the attendees.
With an asterisk at the end.
Oh my god.
Okay. Theron, please make a concentration check. There's a yodeler out there. And your windows are gone.
Right.
And presumably, if they're cleaning, they're not making noise, right?
Oh, that's later.
14.
There is some noise coming from down there. It's kind of making it a little difficult to sleep, but you can push through it if you try.
I try.
Okay, you're out. So, Arden, when you enter the pool or the hot springs, there is... Sam, what would you just be doing in general? Just relaxing or...
Coordinating these
Okay.
gold gathering efforts.
Okay. Sam is like giving orders like a team leader or a manager or something.
Giving orders and gathering money.
Yes. Taking bets, it
That
looks.
sounds more like a pit lord, but all right.
Bada is being pampered by locals. They're bringing him all kinds of food and drink and stuff.
What?
They're not like touching him or anything, but they're just like bringing him stuff.
Who asked?
Yeah. I was like, I'm suddenly concerned whether or not people are touching Bada.
Zaz is doing laps in the hot springs because they're having difficulty staying still at the moment. And there is a ring with 2 pirates bare-knuckle boxing on the side of the hot springs with a chalk circle around them. And there's a yodeler who's just... How good are they?
Not good.
6.
Okay.
6 out of 6 for that roll. They are technically more like screaming at the sky.
So those that are not cleaning or doing something useful,
Yeah.
actually no. Arden loudly announces, those of you not cleaning or doing something useful need to leave immediately.
Diplomacy check.
Rainbow blast in the air.
Intimidate check.
What's that roll against an intimidate?
Go ahead and roll a d20.
That's a 0.
Okay, so you walk out, the need to leave, then you shoot like a pillar of rainbows into the air, like rolling rainbow-ish.
They
like,
think you're giving them fireworks.
and they do. Okay, so they don't interpret correctly what you're trying to do. They cheer you on. You get applause. You get the woo drunk applause.
Do it again!
Okay.
One of them asks you, Bada, who's that?
Oh, he just knows how to throw a party, doesn't he? You know. You guys can carry on. It's fine.
You don't even answer them.
Does the yodeler have anything in his hands?
They have a large glass of multicolored liquids.
Oh, good. Magic missile. Stop now and leave.
You're being very unclean, Arden.
Just goes everywhere. Intimidate check.
8.
They're like, oh, that's so impressive. Woo! And then you get another woo.
Does a helpful pirate come
Like-
scrub up the?
Yeah, the two pirates start fighting over the broken glass on the ground for sweep up.
So much.
To sweep it out.
And like that magic missile like flew into the bottom of the glass and lit it up. Like
Sam.
slow-mo and exploded it safely all around with liquid
Sam.
going everywhere and like a mist.
Sam's giving Arden the waggly eyebrows and just being like, "It'll work itself out."
They are boxing.
And
The pool is for relaxing.
they promise to clean up when they're done.
Why are they fighting?
You can only change people's nature so much.
I'm gonna swim over towards Arden. Hey, what's going on?
I've had a very long day and I want some quiet.
Well, then you tell the owners of the establishment to get them out of here, right?
How could you not know that these are here? Have you heard that attempt at singing?
No, get the owners of the establishment to...
You're right. I'm sorry. Arden casts light on the yodeler's nose.
Oh, and they fall back into the water.
Okay, that's good. Now, Lisa, shut up, Bob. And then heads to the front desk.
At the front desk, there's a single otter looking out from just over the counter.
There are some disruptive guests that need removal and don't seem to respond appropriately to gestures to do so.
Were they inappropriate gestures?
I use no profanities.
Could you show me these people?
Well, if you'll
They
follow,
put an on break sign on the counter.
if you'll follow me to the spa area.
Follow you. What is going on in my hot spring?
Baba just hides under the water again.
Surrounded by like little plates of
Yeah, sinks down, but grabs the chicken.
You need that in the water?
my mouth's still out.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's like really not okay.
It's just a little waterlogged. It's fine.
I like my meat moist.
I bring the meat cup down and I'm like, oh, it starts...
Community soup.
They Ma trots over to you, Sam. What's going on here? You seem to be in charge.
We're just having a little wingding.
They're punching each other.
They are punching each other.
Better than punching the walls? Question mark.
They shouldn't. Be,
Diplomacy check.
they shouldn't be doing either.
It's like, okay, no, I will give this an actual real tip. It's like, well, earlier these same individuals were throwing themselves out of windows, and I've gotten them.
They
to,
were whoa, and they look over at like the destroyed dessert table and the broke.
It's like so punching each other, I believe, is an improvement over damaging the property, and I am getting them to donate to a reparations fund.
I thought it was a betting pool.
So this is getting it fixed.
It's like we will provide damages.
How
in the
much?
I don't know yet. They're not done cleaning.
Perhaps the charge is going to the inappropriate party here, as they are clearly the ones damaging.
They're coming out of Theron's room.
Sam looks at Arden and says, "Yeah, that's all we're gonna get out of that."
But they are, I believe, associates of her guest.
Who also has their name on the room.
Oh, you know their name. You should find that person and...
Oh, I'm going to get them both.
That's all you're gonna get out of that.
Pass the buck on to somebody else.
But
I have fixed my business 4 times this month. This keeps up, I'll have a whole new business by the end of the year.
give us your days.
Adventurers.
The Hotel of Theseus.
Jesus.
The diplomacy check was a 44.
I kind of like your idea. I'm gonna go to each room. I'm gonna let everybody know there's a bare-knuckle boxing tournament at the pool.
Why?
Because this man was so persuasive.
It's like some of them are even cleaning up after themselves.
Move them over there so everyone can see from their bedrooms. Which does move.
charge Theron for the bill. Like, yeah.
You're right. I should charge Theron for the bill. That will take them away from the pool, but that's probably for the best.
That is.
Sam agrees.
Who's that yodeler? Get out of my hotel!
I assume they injured themselves and were crying in pain.
Wait, are they drowning?
I don't think. No.
They're brightly lit from their nose, so it's probably pretty easy to see.
Ahmad dives into the water and gets them out and is drenched, and then drags them by their scruff across the hot springs grounds into the hotel, into the business proper, and says, "Okay, move them over there, and I'm going to throw him into the basement."
Okay.
Nobody ever comes out of the basement.
Why? There's a lot of food down there.
Where does it come from?
The food? From the store?
From the bad guest's remains.
Oh. Bought the toss down another while.
Sam went off to convince the boxers to move to a more open area.
You gonna enter the tournament?
No, but I'll bookkeep for you.
That sounds like the thinking work. I can't think right now.
Excellent.
You're joining the tournament. And they start pointing at people.
No.
Hold on, I have to think of how to word this.
No is a good place to start.
It's very important that every pirate and every individual can choose to not fight today so that they can be better prepared for tomorrow.
Sure. You're fighting today. Unless you don't want to.
There we go.
Well, either way, we should get them moved to their new location so they don't disrupt the people here at the hot springs.
I think that's how I started that conversation. Yes.
Yeah.
Theron, at your door, you can choose to ignore it.
Now it's a challenge.
Concentration check if you want to ignore.
She's not gonna be happy. She just kicked a bunch of people out by morphing in front of them. Theron walks over to the door and opens it a crack and peeks out.
Is it like your eye all red and veiny and...
Nope, it's definitely not does not look happy. It's not a happy eye.
Down below, you have to look down to see them, is Ma. She's looking up, and she's these wide, cracked out, wide, irritated eyes. There's a pit fight happening outside your window. If you'd like to place bets, my husband will be coming around in the next 30 minutes to start taking bets.
Theron opens up the door more and leans down.
What happened to this room?
Well, the room that we had paid you guys for, had somebody else in it. But I chose not to complain because I needed to sleep. She gives her a cold stare.
Intimidate check.
Not intimidate.
Not intimidate?
Just very serious.
Okay.
But not mean, just...
Diplomacy, then. They lock eyes with you.
I would be more successful with an intimidate, but... Ooh, 4!
Fierce.
You've got your nightcap on.
They're looking into your eyes. They're reading you. And then they nod with understanding and continue on their way.
Is there a do not disturb sign?
No.
Theron looks for a do not disturb sign.
You hang a sock.
Fucking Jesus Christ. No, Theron picks up a sock and then just rubs it all over her face and doesn't put it on the thing. Goes right back to bed.
It must smell so nice.
It was a clean sock.
Oh, yeah, I bet you like clean socks. Do you want to be one? Or do you want to be a dirty sock?
Tell me I'm a clean sock.
I'm sorry, AJ. I understand if you want to quit.
Now all I can think about is eclairs. Anywho.
Claire's.
Yes, at the crushed and destroyed dessert table.
Aww.
So let's just make it clear the situation that on one side there's the unruly pirates beating the snot out of each other.
Yeah.
The other side is the not unruly pirates cleaning up.
Yes.
Okay.
You separated the rowdy bunch from the...
And this is like a no holds barred boxing ring, right? They're really knocking each other out.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is an elimination tournament.
See, we got this problem to solve itself.
Sounds like it.
You do notice that Zaz is now missing from the hot
Oh,
spring.
no.
Bet it all on Zao.
Sam makes eye contact with Bada.
Father darts his eyes around.
And
But
just
smiles.
does like the round ears on the head thing.
Smiles at Sam, though.
The international sign for bears.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
And like looking around like, yeah, it's like the rat boy. Like,
Oh,
because South is bookkeeping 2 different betting pools.
oh no. I look around for Saws.
Yeah. I said Sam, right?
Yes, you should. You're the one doing it.
Yes.
Not Zaz.
Yes.
Zaz is currently winning their round.
Wait, what?
Oh no.
I scoot over to the edge of the pool that's closest to the fight.
Spot check.
You said that he was there.
There's a lot of people.
I'm 15.
They're currently darting around a drunk pirate, punching them in the gut constantly.
Is the drunk pirate actually like being hurt by this, or just like?
It looks like it's going to be a defeat of 1,000 cuts, but the pirate can't lay a finger on them. And they're falling over on themselves.
How many more pirates does Sauce need to fight? Wait, yeah, I ask in. Hey, how many more pirates does this little rat need to fight?
Oh, does that make it obvious that he's in there?
Yeah.
3 more.
Message is level 0, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Only 3 per day.
Hey, Sam.
This will be the 3rd one.
Sam.
Sam casts message on Bada and Zao. And says, so that they both can hear, Zaus, if you win, you aren't being paid.
You can't do that.
That causes them to stop for a moment, and then they just take like a critical punch to the face.
Sauce, I'll cook you all the cakes you want if you win.
They get back up and go right back to work.
Sam just starts going, it's like, money's supposed to be for the hotels. We don't get paid. We get charged.
He doesn't need money, he needs cake.
I need cake!
It's still not getting paid.
He's probably actually one of the few people among us that actually has money.
Yes.
It's also, I should be the one in that.
No.
But it's like, I could fight.
Novel thought.
How many hit points do you have?
Oh, right.
So, the night winds down. Let's find out if Zaz wins.
Cheering him on. Hopefully somebody else is cheering him on too. With maybe some productive spells for the fights, you know.
High or low, there.
They're all area
Hi.
spells.
Oh,
Zaz gets to the final round, and they make a really good effort.
hold on. 1 second. You tell me you can't send a spell through a message that's only Sauce can hear it?
It does say they have to hear the bard in order to be inspired.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you going to do that? Are you going to go over there and inspire them?
Wouldn't need to go over there. It's message.
gonna go to
Message
the
isn't that
No,
powerful.
messaging another song or a spell.
It's not that powerful.
Okay.
They'll hear you, but
It
they
says,
won't get the full
To be
benefit.
affected, an ally must be able to hear the bard sing.
What's the range?
On message,
No, the buff you're trying to give.
it's just inspired courage.
What's the range?
It doesn't have one. They just have to be able to hear the bard.
The fuck? I feel right.
I mean, it might. My reference doesn't say it has a max range on it. Just says must be able to hear the bard sing.
First endurance. Hold on. We're gonna jerry rig this comment.
Oh God.
No!
Fucking kid wins. this
No! Okay, for the time being, I will accept this.
It was his idea.
Okay, what are you doing?
shit. So you go to the sauna and sing just for Zos.
No, I'm just gonna pretend to count the money and be like happy about counting money. And I guess since that works on any of these, oh, that one's actually 30 feet. It's specifically within 30 feet. So
What buff are you doing?
So it will have to be inspire courage. It's an inspire courage.
How much of a buff?
That is a +2 to saving throws and to attack and
Okay.
damage.
How good's your song?
How good is my money counting song? That might just tip the scales in our favor. Yes.
Is there time between rounds, by the way?
About like 30 seconds.
Okay.
How good is the song? It is a 32 of a song.
So some kind of money counting song to make Zaz like hyped up.
Maybe a few mentions of cake.
I think you
Cake
should sing
song.
"Eye of the Tiger."
It's the eye of the tiger. It's the will of the fight.
I'm gonna
Oh no, he's fighting a tiger!
call a sauce over between one of the rounds.
They come over one time and they're like,
We're gonna give you a pat on the shoulders. I'm gonna cast Burst Endurance on you. So you got this, champ.
Okay. Get this straight. You guys started a fighting ring. Pirates. Set it up so nobody wins, and then are now cheating them by quietly buffing your inside man.
No,
You guys are getting money.
no. The intention was to pay out the pirates that won. It's just that the winnings from everyone that didn't win would cover the bills that we are inevitably going to be stuck with, no matter what we say.
I'm making sure our lad does not get hurt.
And Sam told Doss that he isn't getting paid because that would just be paying ourselves.
Okay. Arden is relaxing in the hot spring.
You got this, champ. Just keep on knocking them out. You're almost there.
they run back into the ring with a drop kick.
Whoa!
I'd love it if like Arden gets up to stop this shit, and then he sees that Bada's participating. He's like, oh well.
Arden casts Alter Self on himself, werebear form, cracks his knuckles.
Gets to work mopping up all these pirates and crushing, all the stonework and the other tables and all the cleaning that they've been doing.
Oh no! I'm gonna win the tournament instead.
I cast it on Sauce.
Oh no! I have buffs I can put on myself
Oh.
to make myself stronger.
Why are you gonna fight Sauce?
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm just glad I'm not aware of this.
That will tip the scales. Zaz will win the final round against Pirate Captain Gordon.
Fuck, Jade's here.
Gordon the 10th, I guess.
Gordon and the Gordon Knights have been defeated.
Every pirate was named fucking
I'm
Gordon.
finding some peace and quiet.
So most of them are knocked out or
Cleaning.
non-lethally injured.
Yes.
Pirate group should be called the Salty Gordons.
No, guys. Gordon's fisherman, just like the fish sticks.
Oh, that hurt.
So Sam finds Ma.
Uh-huh. They're watching from a dark window.
He just gets up to the window and is it closed?
Yeah.
Taps on it.
They look up at you, wiggle their finger a little bit, and you hear in your ear, I need the winnings.
Yes, that was the idea.
Good, bring those to me.
And they've all tired themselves out. If you want to
Put them in the chairs next to the pool.
get rid of your pirate problem with that.
Yeah.
You go to sunbathe to make it
Well, it's
for
like
the
nighttime.
moonbathe for the photo op or something.
It shrugs like, okay, could have taken them to the authorities. Like, no.
We're gonna come back here in a year, and the sign's gonna be like Pirates and Jam.
They open the window and slide you a belt. Sam,
What kind of belt?
it has a really gaudy, enormous belt buckle on it.
A championship belt.
Oh.
But it's like from a rich lady.
No, it's from WrestleMania.
I thought you were about
It's
to
from the Lost and Found.
I thought you were about to say the tough belt. I was about to lose my shit.
Oh, I need to roll for that now. Oh, please let it be.
How would it have gotten here?
I don't know, and I don't. We'll write the story backwards for that. Okay. Does it? The degree of what it says on it. It's lunacy and fun. What would this say? Party.
Tough.
You just want it to be the tough belt from Griff.
I don't know why it would be.
So it's gone across three separate parts of the continent.
It doesn't have to be the same belt.
No, it should say from Griff on the inside.
Just a different Griff.
So you're voting. It says tough. Do you have any ideas you'd like to add to the pool?
Top Talon.
Okay.
Oh,
Top Talon.
top down.
I like that. All right. It says Top Talon.
We're like the salty flyer.
Yeah.
Have it say Gordon.
No. Top Gordon.
Top Gordon. Oh, okay.
Or it came,
Alpha Gordon. There.
or where it really
Number
came,
one Gordon.
where it really came from was the kitchen. Instead of Gordon, it says Gordon Ramsay.
Oh,
Ew.
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 Sorry, Ramsley.
Gordon makes sense because if it's from Lost and Found, and I'd say 1 in 10 people are named Gordon.
I mean, it's a simple probability that it probably belonged to a Gordon.
Adding top in front of it will definitely show you.
Top Gordon.
Yeah,
Top Gordon. Okay, it's the Top Gordon belt that is presented to you.
Okay, fine. Sam looks at it and is like, thanks, I'll be sure they get this. Walks over. What is House doing? Is he like
Zaz is like, ha, ha, and they like got bruises all over.
showboating? Yeah.
Oh my god.
And they see you, and they like get super starry-eyed, and they run over, and they're like jumping up and down. I won! I won!
It's like, yes, here we have the great pirate champion, Top Gordon, and then puts the belt in his paws.
They look at you with
That makes House the top G.
No.
a look of appreciation and confusion, and then they see it's the Gordon belt, and then there's just like this tumultuous sea inside of them of emotions.
He whispers at his eyes like, they're the pirates of Gordon or something. Just roll it.
Okay, and then like they're starting to consider, and then the bear's endurance wears off, and they get tired. They practically just fall down in front of you.
You know, we won't be able to go anywhere in town because we're going to always be stopped and like, oh, hey, is that my belt? We're going to encounter every Gordon.
So Samuel's all like, oh, what a show. Everybody was great tonight. And here's like the winnings. And gives House a pack of gold. He's like, I better get that back.
Like they're actively like falling down unconscious in front of you without the spell working. And I just imagine you turning around like, and the winnings. And Zaz just goes,
Sam's got him up like one paw.
okay. They're getting kind of heavy now.
And then second place is that guy. It's also when people knock a guy out, right?
What?
Second place?
Oh, they're unconscious, yes.
Oh.
Answer that question.
The only people that are still conscious are Zaz and the people who lost at the start of the event.
Well, they get to watch Sam put another smaller bag of gold tucked into his belt.
That will not get
more-
stolen.
and publicly display, behold, the winnings have been given. Let it be known.
Ma like trots up, opens out a paw.
It's like, is their message still working?
Yes.
They just be like, not here. Around the corner.
They turn. We will now be having monthly bare-knuckle boxing tournaments.
See, they like it.
Sign up 2 weeks in advance. Entry fee is 5 gold. For every entry, 3 more will be added to the pot.
Whoa.
I don't think we're going to be coming back to this inn.
No, I don't think so. Well, you know, it only happens once a week, so.
We have recently acquired a beautiful park with a large stone where these events will take place.
Arden dies on the spot.
Appraise that shit right now.
I think he rolled an 11.
If you win the league, you get a year of a free room.
I figure in.
But Sam also is like, also our intrepid cleaning crew did an amazing job. Come up for your reward too, best cleaners.
They come up.
Yeah, and like lists off the name of the people he saw doing the most work or whatever.
Okay.
Or have the most cheering, perhaps, when they come up. You do the whole like, which one was the best?
Well, we'll
They
just
get
have
them-
to get somebody to cheer for that.
the ones who did the best get the most booze.
Ah, okay, so it's obvious still. Okay.
Yeah, they're like, they did too good a job. I'm not going to get any money.
So to be specific on the details of this racket, not really racket, was 50% of the gold was kept, and then the remaining split up
Okay.
into 30% for the first place. Or sorry, 25% for first place. 15%.
What do you mean kept? By us?
Yes. To pay this immense bill we have.
Oh.
Ma goes around to the winners and collects some gold from them, and silver and copper.
How'd she manage that?
She's like, your room tonight.
Oh,
You need it.
Okay.
Said they were full.
Yeah.
The basement isn't full.
Oh.
Woof. Okay.
You mean the suite?
The suite, yes, the suite.
Subterranean suite.
Never going to see him again. They're dead. They're fucking dead.
But then Sam will kind of like motion to Ma to like go back into the lobby or whatever and discuss.
Everyone kind of clears out.
It's not even that late, probably.
Oh, they're tired there. They got their ass kicked.
Yeah. It's not even that late, so we get plenty of rest.
And then Ma,
Thanks, Sam.
you and Ma go to a dark place that no one can see very well.
It's just a room with the lights off.
Yep.
It's like, okay, I know.
And chloroform.
Oh no. Sam says, I know you've been keeping track of every last copper of things. Mm-hmm. So let's settle up right now.
Yeah, hand me that bag.
Let's settle up right now with a value.
Yeah, let's count that money.
Let's.
Okay.
What?
So you both are going to have like probably 30 minutes of being at a table with like a candle in the middle with just enough light to stack the coins and count them.
And doing like the ice. It's like, I'm watching you.
Yep.
Pink Floyd's Money plays in the background. during the montage.
We don't have licensing for that.
Oh, okay.
Didn't have licensing for the Eye of the Tiger either.
I will need an appraisal check from you and a diplomacy check.
No. Well, it's not really any spells that would be not bad to use. It's appraisal, 19.
Okay.
Diplomacy, 30.
It looks like Ma's a straight shooter. She even shows you her math at the end. You get to keep 3/4 of this.
3/4.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
75 cents.
Okay. What's a quarter? What's a quarter?
Your rooms are paid for, and with the sale of the statue.
As a sign of goodwill, Sam will also say that we've been in a little bit of trouble, and our Bugaloo are apparently ravenous beasts from another dimension, and freely give her another 10%.
You didn't even hear how much she was giving you.
She's like, thank you. And then takes some coins off the stack, pushes you 45 gold.
But everything's paid up, including tonight's room.
Yep. And the statue will sell tomorrow, so expect 100 from that.
100? Oh, logistics of getting it there.
And it's going to take in a kind of specific buyer.
So 45?
45.
Yeah, who would want to buy 3/4 of a petrified dragon?
Oh, no, not that. They're keeping that.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. So the melted Odo statue that is Meunice's remains.
Well, Sam says, thank you for your understanding and your patience, and I believe we will be departing sometime tomorrow. Probably.
Wonderful. Well, enjoy the hot springs. They're all just to the rest of you tonight. We're closing it out for everybody else.
Oh, thank you.
Shit. What? Wow, looks around the hot springs. Who else in here right now?
You, Zaz, and Arden.
What happened to all the pirates?
They got taken to the basement.
Got taken.
Yeah.
We're guided with great gusto
To enjoy the winnings.
in the subterranean suite.
Windowless, dark suite with a big old lock.
Next morning. Oh, good morning. We have meat pies.
We just felt the need to make so many meat pies. Just dozens and dozens of meat pies.
Yeah.
So it's just Bata, Sauce, and Arden in the bats right now, right?
Yep.
And Sauce is...
Floating around somewhere in there.
Oh, he's not passed out?
They're doing better.
Darn.
Okay, Sam comes back out to the bass.
But
Darn.
it's very likely they're just sleeping. Floating in the water.
Or drowning.
Sauce will scoot over right next to Arden.
Well, Sam will come out to the bass and
Darn.
look right at Bada and say, now we can relax.
Thanks, Sam.
I'm so relaxed right now.
Oh my god.
I hope Zos heard that too.
Zaz says from like the over there pool. That means you need to rub their shoulders, Bada.
Sipkoff's like, that's not what I meant. No.
Sauce, I don't want to hear that kind of talk from you.
It just mean Arden sounded perturbed.
Arden, are you perturbed?
What does he not?
Sam will go to
There we go to sleep.
Sam will go to a different path, seeing the expression on Arden's very.
I think Bada's having the more sour experience at the moment.
Is there a term for the cock block stare?
Sorry, Sam goes to a different path with his back turned.
Zaz can't help but like poke up, and they saw that whole exchange. They're also leaving. They're just gonna follow Sam to the private bathhouse spot. So you two are now effectively alone.
Well, I guess I didn't take that time.
Unless spies want to spy.
Well, we know who that is.
The only friend the only friend you can hear now are the occasional really hard to hear snores of Theron in their open air suite.
The stare and snore. How loudly? Roll for it.
Would that be an intimidate check?
It was a 6.
Like maybe one snore every half an hour.
One very awkward snore.
And the only other thing you hear is in the other pool where Zos is, like, hey, is that my belt?
Arden,
Yes, Bada?
are you doing fine? Are you okay? You seemed a little upset.
It's been a very long day, and, well, everybody performed very admirably. I think we're all due for some relaxation.
Do we have any pressing matters to attend to?
Well, I wanted to talk about it with the gang, but we have a couple options. I have an approximate location of the entrance to the locus, but your hammer is damaged, and tomorrow we could potentially... We won't be able to take the cart with us, but I can take all of us and Susie and Marcus to Bismutoom, and we could reforge your hammer and possibly see the elder for whatever he wanted at the end of this Blood Nights. I also have some business that I could perform at the Rogueport Spire, which I can also teleport to if its recipient is willing. Wish to perform a good gesture for Meunice as an act of diplomacy, but again, that's definitely a group discussion on what we want to do. But it would also be good to see Elaine and see how she's doing as well. But seeing as it would take us several days just to get to Locus, we could potentially do all that and maybe even get back to... I can teleport us to Atlas. There are some places that I'm extremely familiar with within the Order walls, like the main courtyard or my dorm, or probably the least protected of all the places there would probably be the demonstration gallery where the accident happened, specifically unwarded so that people can cast spells freely.
Arden, which of these options will be the least troublesome for you?
I think they would all be good things. I don't want to go back to the Order, but it would get us significantly closer to the Locus. But Bismutoom would allow you to get your hammer taken care of, see your family again, and...
Well, family aside, if we go to Locus, we're likely to face something that we don't...
Well, this would be an opportunity to potentially say goodbye to them if this doesn't work out.
That's what I'm getting at. I don't think I can do combat with a hammer that's close to breaking.
Right. And you mentioned before that hammer was made out of some sort of special material that's forged in Bismutoom through some sort of device you have there. And you could get your hammer reforged, and potentially even the Elder might even have information about the Locus. But I don't know to how far his knowledge extends. But it's a possible lead, and the gesture I would like to do for Meunice is... Arden takes in a real deep sigh. I think I can potentially give Meunice a mortal body again.
Are you sure you want to do that?
It's a gesture of good faith. Okuma's soul has obviously affected him significantly, and he's...
It's not so much that I don't trust Meunice. It's more... Meunice has been rather helpful at this time.
Yes.
And with a physical body, we won't be able to have him around either.
Why?
Do you think he's going to want to stick around with us?
He is currently forced to, whether or not he wants to.
Yeah. Okay.
And it sounds like after talking to him and Moonsea that there is a lingering desire to change, or perhaps even be a real person again.
Arden, he did kill a lot of people.
He did. He killed and mangled the soul of one of the people that I respect the most in this entire world.
And you want to give him a second chance just like that?
I think it's an opportunity to reach out to him, and truthfully, he could be deceiving me very easily, but it's an opportunity for him to get a second chance. When you make yourself undead, there's usually no going back. He's done something profoundly profane, and this would be an opportunity for him to feel things, or eat and drink and sleep and be a normal person. And truthfully, if he decides to deceive us again, I can easily fight him on a more even ground. But like I said, it's something I wanted to discuss with the group. I offered it to him as a possibility because when I talked to Elaine, when Elaine was just an unrelenting force of darkness, Elaine listened, and we were able to make an ally out of her. And I know most people seem to consider monsters as monsters, and I don't consider him a friend, but even Meunice showed traits in the darkened soul of that monster that show that it can be reached out to. I suppose it sounds fairly stupid, but I see hope in them. And it took some harsh moves to get to that point, but Meunice can't currently betray us very easily, even if he wanted to, but once his goal is complete, then, well, we deal with that. But
I don't know if I necessarily approve, but I'll need to think it over.
yeah, it's understandable. He even seemed unsure of that himself. He did mention that Okuma's personality had crept into his, and it's definitely influencing the way he thinks of things, but there is some good in there. And, well, I don't mean to manipulate you or anything, but you had your doubts about Theron, and she's turned out to be a relatively good person.
Oh.
And I said relatively.
Snapping around the corner, being like, maybe, kind of, sort of.
And I'm sure you had doubts when you first came out of Bismutoon about who to trust, and you found reliable allies.
Did I have any doubts? I don't think I had any doubts. I trusted everyone too much.
Oh, yeah.
Actually.
Okay, you're right. Okay, yeah, true. But still.
Maybe I'm getting a little tainted by the outside world from the sounds of it. Okay, fine.
Well,
If you feel comfortable with this choice, then you only have to convince Darren and Sam.
yeah, I know. But we'll talk about it with Meunice. And even then, it might not necessarily be something that happens. I just wanted to hope to give him the spark of hope in case we fail, so that he might have a little bit of happiness in case things, well, turn out poorly.
Well, sounds like we either need to deal with him first or go back to Bismutoon.
I think Bismutoon would be a good experience for all of us. We could get your hammer reforged. I don't know the further extents of the Blood Moon celebration, but if it is about mourning the dead or celebrating your ancestors and those who we've lost, I think that'd be a good place for Meunice.
I guess that's true.
Plus, your dad said he had potions for us.
It was a while ago.
And Arden never forgets.
Never forget.
I saw a lot of pots to break.
What?
Yeah.
A lot of grass to chop. But don't fuck with the chickens.
Never. Well, no. Anyway, we all need a break.
Yeah.
I think that'll be a good break. You're right. Just don't even mention the locust yet to Darren and Sam then.
Sam already knows.
Darn Sam.
Sam helped me find it.
That gosh darn Sam.
As far as I know, Jade still hasn't decided that we're worth her time.
Well,
Oh,
I don't want to know about. No, I don't want to know right now. I don't want to know right now.
sorry. But there hasn't been a determination that they want to see us yet. So we still have some time. And according to Meunice, they are willing to sit back and let the world burn. So of the spires that we protected, plus the ones in Bismutoom, we should probably have enough standing that we have some time. I don't know how much time, but with Meunice out of the picture, she has very few hands for direct intervention against what we're doing.
How do you know that?
Meunice told me.
Oh.
Oh, right, you were asleep.
I guess, are you sure you can trust that information from Meunice?
Yes, I can, because Meunice is now abundantly aware of how his situation played out for him. We both caged him effectively and also ensured that inadvertently saved him from being destroyed by Jade when his purpose is fulfilled. So I don't think there's much happiness in him, but I've at least seeded the thought that there might be some way for him to accept what has happened and what he can be. That he doesn't necessarily need to be a monster, much like Elaine. But
I guess maybe you can have the same treatment as Elaine did as well then.
I hope so. He's very old and very set in his ways, but it's there.
All right.
And I guess for now, I just want to relax and enjoy the quiet, because it's been a very loud and difficult day. But I'm very, very glad that I have you here, and you fought bravely today, and everybody did truthfully. I'm so glad we came together. Sorry?
I'm going to take Arden's hand. Little paw. Sorry. Arden's going to take Arden's paw.
Pada?
And look up at the stars. And is the constellation visible from here, Arden?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, weird hotel guest that just whispered in my ear. Yeah, I don't have my bearings very well, and looks about and points. Yeah, those 5 bright stars over there in the shape of a cross.
Point. In the same location, hopefully.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
I don't know.
Success.
So that's where. Okay, I'll keep that one in mind then.
Yeah, it's a Southern Cross. It's sailors use it to find their directions if their compass isn't available. But it's a guiding star for everybody. And I was told that if I ever needed to go home, well, we're down on the Southern Peninsula, so.
All right.
And hopefully not anytime soon, but don't ever forget that, because if we can't find our way home to each other,
I'll know where to go.
good.
I'm just going to give Arden a little kiss on the cheek.
Arden's going to give Bada a little more than a kiss on the cheek.
Whoa. Now we start with for sure.
Is that like the kind where you like pull up into them?
Well, that's actually kind of like, considering we're not wearing clothes, that's like tugging on his chest fur. Which,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I figured that'd be kind of ouch.
Rush.
But yeah, sure, why not?
You gotta blush.
Yes, Arden will pull Bada in closer and give a more non-descriptive PG-13 kiss appropriate to the situation.
AJ, start with AJ.
How romantic was that? Oh my god. Are we good with that?
Yep.
I will not recreate.
In,
No.
in lieu of just laying back in the water and watching the stars, Sam will like. Zos came into the same bath, right? Yeah. Just be like, Zos, come here.
They scurry over.
It's like, first of all, I want that gold back. Second of all, you shouldn't have done that. It wasn't.
You helped him cheat.
Thanks, Arden. Would you have told him no?
Yes.
Because messages.
Would he have listened to you?
This is not happening.
Dimension Door doesn't give him the choice.
Oh, ooh.
Oh.
Taking kids away without their permission, huh?
You put our child in a fighting ring. A bare-knuckle brawl. And you cheated.
Exactly, because it was our child.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. Okay.
I think we've lost all ability to tell that child if he did something wrong at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get back to it.
It was just no, because Sam was just gonna hug him close and give him a moderate wounds.
Aw.
Since he's probably still bruised up, right?
Yeah. They hug you tight back, and they're like, "Thank you for supporting me."
Well, you didn't really give us a choice.
Well,
Let's be honest, he kind of just jumped in there.
yeah. Well, we don't have a we have a tracking device, but we don't have a leash.
Right.
But anyway, Sam like kind of holds him close and just is like, "Are you okay?"
I was worried that we wouldn't make it out, and maybe some of us would and some of us wouldn't, and I don't want to lose anybody. And that made me think about when you lost somebody important to you, and I don't know what that's like, and then I was thinking, are you okay?
Sam's face has turned gaunt. He puts one paw on the little rat boy's shoulders and says, "Everyone here tries our best, but there's going to come a time, Zaus, where sometimes you are going to lose somebody."
Like my dad.
You got this conversation, champ. You got this.
That knife just keeps somehow getting longer. Sam says, "Well, from what I heard, we don't really know what happened to your dad. We might be able to go find him."
No.
Arden's just like, there are spells for this.
Well, yeah, actually there is.
Actually,
The fact that we actually have amalgamation and then scry the rest of the way. But, he's gone forever.
okay, well, all right. At least Sam is like,
Ma tried to hide it, but I know what happened to him.
And are you okay with it?
He got sick.
All right. There's no way to guarantee that any of us won't get sick or won't.
Well, we're vastly more wealthy than we were when we started this journey.
That's true, but Zos, I'm trying to point out that I know it sounds rough, but worrying about it is going to hurt you, I think, and any of us more than.
I feel like putting it out of our minds, though, is bad, too.
Shouldn't put it out of your mind. But I'm saying don't do or not do anything out of fear.
How do you deal with it? Is that how you deal with it?
I bottle it up and into a little jar, and I put it on the shelf with the other.
With the other 11 heads of the Hydra.
Yeah.
Sim says, I think about what we're doing, and then I think, all these stories, all these legends that you hear about, I'm sure Mama Nom's told you some.
Mm-hmm.
When people do things with a purpose that is honestly beyond their life, it just comes with the territory that other thing might happen, but that at least it's for a good reason.
That means we're living good lives, right?
I like to think so, especially if we're doing good things.
I tried to keep myself busy instead of thinking about it for a really long time, but I've thought about it on the road with everybody.
You mean while he was trapped under a bunch of stone rocks?
Longer than that.
For forced introspection.
Look, sometimes it takes a 200-pound stone to get some quality time to think about things.
I think what I'm trying to say here, Zos, is as much as we do and as much as we love you in our ways, but we don't want you to we don't want you to be afraid of losing us, because if it has to happen, not necessarily because it needs to happen, don't think I'm saying that, but that we would be happy that you got to have a future. Because I think at the end of the day, that's what we're all here for. Is we didn't know it when we started, but we're fighting for the future. Your future.
Yours too, if I have anything to say about it.
I thank you.
Thanks for talking to me about this. It's been on my mind.
And Arden is this crazy cool power wizard guy, and I seem to have some abilities, and I think a lot of things can and will happen, but we can also deal with them in a lot of different ways. And it's okay to cry. You don't have to hide it.
They look at you, make play at rolling their eyes. Like, I know. And then there's a light bulb pop. And they look up at you, taking your own advice.
Sam looks down at him and it's like, sometimes if you do too much, you run out of tears to give. But yeah.
Oh,
What? Please interrupt. Please let me know what your thoughts.
Oh, just little dark spin on the old touching moment.
oh, I get it. Don't dwell on it.
Yeah.
It's okay to think about it, but don't dwell on it.
Yeah.
That's good advice.
Thanks. He says kind of flatly, kind of like looking a little, out in the distance, like,
And cut.
No, please just tell us you all sleep and you all gain all of your health.
Well, you all are getting good rest, so you're going to be able to heal double that. The one. So you all get double your HP back, and ability point damage heals at double because of the very, very, very nice place you're sleeping in.
And for those of us who don't have ability points, we get damage. We get bonus ability points.
You get nice romantic dreams?
Oh, okay. I guess that works too.
What do you get? What do you get?
The Curse of Coeurasa is a production of Reno Area Anthropomorphic Arts and Recreation for BLFC 2023. This episode was edited by Dejarum's Pony and was mixed and mastered by AJ the Ratty. Yima Quinn is our game master and the voice of Zos and the NPCs. Arden Renshaw is played by Hawkfeather. Theron Perch is played by Dejarum's Pony. Bada Amica is played by Dabbles. Samuel Horstrom is played by Demic Cretu. Original music by Foxamore. You can find more music from Foxamore at foxamore.bandcamp.com and on Spotify. For more information about BLFC, the theme, and the lore behind your favorite characters and settings, visit goblfc.org.
Bada is being pampered by locals. They're bringing him all kinds of food and drink and stuff.
What?
They're not like touching him or anything, but they're just like bringing him stuff.
Who asked?
Yeah. I was like, I'm suddenly concerned whether or not people are touching Bada. But I'm very, very glad that I have you here and you fought bravely today, and everybody did truthfully. I'm so glad we came together. Sorry?
Bada just offers Arden a little drink. Just relax, enjoy yourself. It's okay. We'll get through this. I know the spiel. We've had this conversation many times.
Okay, fine, I won't compliment how well we did.